Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to dive into a verse that's both incredibly challenging and deeply beautiful. It's a real gut check moment from the Bible, and it's found in 1 John chapter 3, verse 17. Let us read it together from the King James Version. But whoso hath this world good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of God in him? Wow. John really doesn't pull any punches, does he? The language is a bit old-fashioned, talking about bowels of compassion, but the meaning is crystal clear and hits just as hard today. Essentially, John is laying it out for us. He's saying, if you have something, anything really, and you see someone else who is struggling, who has a need, and your reaction is to close yourself off, to turn away, to basically say, tough luck. Not my problem. Then you have to ask yourself a serious question. Is God's love really living in you? It's a powerful, almost confrontational question. And it forces us to look beyond just saying the right words or believing the right things. It pushes us into the realm of action. Think about it. God's love isn't meant to be a static object, something we keep on a shelf in our hearts like a precious museum piece labeled the love of God. Do not touch. No. It's meant to be dynamic. It's supposed to be an active force within us. It's meant to move us, to stir something deep inside, to nudge us off our comfortable spot on the couch and toward our fellow human beings. This verse isn't just about feeling sorry for someone. The Greek word used here for compassion, splanchna, refers to a gut-level, visceral feeling. It's that knot in your stomach you get when you see genuine suffering. It's a feeling that demands a response. And John says that when we see a need and actively shut up that feeling, we are essentially building a wall against the very nature of God's love. We're choosing indifference over involvement. And let's be honest, in our world today, this verse feels more relevant than ever. We are constantly surrounded by needs. We don't even have to look that far. It could be a family member quietly struggling with finances or loneliness right in our own home. It could be a friend going through a tough breakup who just needs someone to listen. It could be the story of hardship we see as we scroll through our social media feeds. It could be the person standing awkwardly in the grocery line ahead of us, fumbling for change, clearly short on their bill. Needs are everywhere. Now, it is easy to hear the phrase, "This world is good," and immediately think of money. And yes, for some, it does mean financial resources. If you're blessed with wealth, this verse is a direct call to be generous, but it's so much broader than that. This world's good can mean anything you have that someone else needs. Do you have time? Maybe what someone needs is 15 minutes of your undivided attention. Do you have a specific skill? Maybe you can help a neighbor fix their leaky faucet or help a student with their resume. Do you have a car? Maybe you can offer a ride to someone who doesn't. Do you have a listening ear? That is one of the most valuable resources in our world today. Do you have words of encouragement? A simple, genuine, "You're doing great," or "I believe in you," can be a lifeline to someone drowning in self-doubt. These are all part of this world's good. The challenge of this verse is that it dismantles our excuses. It's so easy to see a need and think, someone else will help, or I'm too busy, or I don't have enough to make a real difference. But Johnny's logic is simple. If you have something, and you see a need, the natural overflow of God's love in you should be to do something. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It's about the orientation of our hearts. Are our hearts open, or are they closed? When we choose to respond with compassion, when we choose to open our hands, our homes, our schedules, our hearts, that's when something amazing happens. We don't just help another person. We become a living, breathing demonstration of God's love in a world that is absolutely desperate to see it. People aren't always convinced by arguments or sermons, but they are almost always moved by genuine, selfless love in action. When we share our lunch, listen to a friend's pain, or give of our time, we are doing more than just a good deed. We are putting flesh and bone on the love of God. We are showing the world that God is not a distant, abstract concept, but a present, caring, and compassionate Father whose love flows through his people. So, let's take this verse to heart this week. Let's ask God to open our eyes to the needs around us, the big ones and the small ones. And let whoso ask him for the courage not to shut up our bowels of compassion, but to let his love flow freely through us. Let's be the answer to someone's prayer. Thanks so much for watching and for thinking through this with me. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. How have you seen this verse play out in your own life? Until next time, take care.